vent a Camille to cast it from a bit from a farther distance. If she has it already up, you can only pop it on top of the Gwen. So at least 2 key targets are already harder to hit with that Hextech ultimatum. So Cerberus might be thinking about that. As you mentioned earlier, right? Yasuo's still open. I do like the Yasuo if it's gonna be here in this composition for Cerberus Esports. It gives that bit of safety net as well, because it's most probably gonna be a Grasp Divine Thunder build.
Yeah, that Bruiser Yasuo. Right?
Yeah.
I don't want to face that in lane. Right? Like it's
I don't want to face it in game.
it's something. Just imagine having to deal with a Yasuo that already has a win wall and also has extra survivability just because of the HP percentage of the items that was selected. But here comes the caveat here by Cerberus Esports. Curveball. I'm sorry. Gragas and the Ziggs will be banned away. These are 2 of the favorites of APAC as a region, right? Like oftentimes back in the day, Icons time, Gragas and Ziggs are the premier picks. Long gone are those days. Ziggs is actually a very surprising ban coming in from Cerberus Esports.
It is, because right, like what I'm thinking of was Galio is something that Cerberus Esports should be looking at, because there is a Camille for BRU. The double circle, the 2/3 of the Venn diagram composition we used to see a lot is gone. Such a throwback, right? It's showing our age right now in this.
No, okay. So the thing here, Crazy Apple. The Venn diagram, the term itself, it came from me.
Oh!
I influenced Rico to use it, and then Rico passed it along to you guys. And then I'm like, and the main reason why I use Venn diagram as a way to do it is because I have education background.
Okay.
Right,
this is lore right here. Wild Rift casting lore. We're hearing from Autolus.
So now that you mentioned it, it just made me realize, oh wait, what? I was the one who first used it, and I'm like, what the hell? But anyway, Cat Time will be locking in the Orin here, as well as the Orianna, and it really is all about team fighting. Orianna is very good come late game, and they still have decent early game damage with Illusion, and of course the 8 proc, so it's a very well balanced composition for BRU.
Yeah, I do like as well that there is, as you mentioned, a well-balanced composition. Camille can also serve as a ball carrier for the Shockwave from Golden Feet. I always love seeing Ornn, because Ornn is that champion that can cast Call of the Fortune from afar. Cat type. This is a last-second swap. Golden Feet might be the one who's going to be piloting the Lucian.
I like this better. Have Golden Feet play a marksman, right? And Cat type, a solo laner, right? He used to play in the Baron lane. Will be the one to play the Orianna. This is kind of within my expectations, kinda, right? Because this, to me, really unlocks Golden Feet's hidden potential. I like him on the Zoe, right? But outside of the Zoe, I feel some of his mages are a bit underwhelming, and putting him on the Lucian is actually a very good sign.
Yeah, we'll see how that pans out, because as we were talking about earlier in the draft, mix-ups can result in a good way. Right. And for Buriram, this is their chance to try to go for that mix-up, to have that run, to try to squeeze into the top 4 of playoffs. And if this is how they're gonna do it, and it's something that we want to see. Everyone right now watching the stream would want to see Buriram try things out and hopefully succeed.
That will be the goal, and if they end up succeeding, they will be forcing a game number 3. Again, what is at stake is the top 4 position here in the playoffs. If Buriram United loses this, the chances of them reaching the playoffs will become darker and darker than it was from the prior season. Now, as we look into a potential engage here, Akenno and Genza just doing Sivir and Nautilus things. Nautilus is really one of the strongest when it comes to 2v2, but Golden Feet, of course, on the Lucian still needs to be respected. So, yeah, again, this is the adjustment, right? Golden Feet will be the one playing the Dragon lane.
Yeah, stronger bot lane duo as well with the champions that they pick, able to bully out the Sivir, because Sivir's weakness is her bit of a shorter range. Lucian is the kind of champion who's able to counter that. One thing as well, I just want to mention we were talking about how this is going to be crucial for BRU as we do head into a pause, I think. Let me tell you what is the next matchup, like the next matches for BRU and why this is so crucial for them to get a win for their playoffs. So week 7, they'll be having 2 matches. It's going to be against Trace Esports and Jingdong Gaming.
Oh, that's
2 strong CN conference.
OMG against Rare Atom. So all in all, if we are going to count the number of wins that APAC had in Season 1 against CN teams, on top of my head, I can remember like 3 or 4, right? If we count the playoffs, of course, it just balloons because of what NGX did against J Team.
Yeah.
But we're going to enter back into the game here. And did you know the reason for the pause? I believe it was Cat Type. Oh, Cat Type was the one who requested for the pause here for PRU. Good that it was already solved.
Yeah. Good thing it was a quick pause. We won't have to do some of our longer podcasts in the Wild Rift League Asia. But of course, we do want to see these teams battling out. It's gonna be topside. It's gonna be a trade.
Yeah. One of the things that are, I would say, annoying to play against as a oh wait, this is a
bait.
No way. Okay, immediately turn around because Cerberus Esports knows that Y1 is just in the area, capitalizing on the over-aggression here by Thipper, which is something that he's known to do.
Yeah, look at this replay. Off the screen, your BMM is also going to be popping near the tri-brush part. So just Taco and Y1, just really good communications right there. First, he is with bot side.
Yeah, Valdez, if you feed him kills, if he feed him resources, that will definitely be a win condition for BRU. And that squares off and ties up our kill record 1-1.
Yeah, that is the answer for BRU on the other side of the map. Y1 might be want this. Yeah, wants this.
Wow. The flash in, what the just evaporates, but in return, Cerberus Esports will get the head of Golden Feet as well. Genza trying to survive against Valdez. Now that is still a very scary Aatrox. The kiting from Cerberus Esports ends up as an advantage to CES.
Yeah, it's gonna be that advantage for CES. They get 1 more kill on top of that, and even turret damage. Okay, there's replay right here. BRU already want to go back. They already want to play it safe, but it was BRU waiting for them in the wings, and Cerberus Esports really forcing the issue. They knew they had more damage, they knew they had more members, and they were just able to get more kills off of that. It was a fortunate thing, though, for Valdez to be able to pick up 1 more before he went down.
Yeah, because it could have been a tilter, right? Ending up losing in that trade overall, at least. By getting the head of Genza, it controlled the damage, but Cerberus Esports not yet done. That hook got evaded by Golden Feet. Fancy feet work coming in from the Lucian.
That was so close, though. If that hit, that could have been gone. That could have been 2 more plates in the bot lane, a lot more gold in the hands of Cerberus, and they would have just ballooned the lead. But Genza...
Valdez. Yeah, World Ender already popped, and you see again. No! What? Okay, hang on. I thought Nautilus is tanky.
Yeah, I mean, to an extent, right? But Thipper might be getting caught out.
Alright, Thipper. With the Hextech Ultimatum, will be locking down Y1. This is in the territory of Cerberus Esports. I don't think Thipper wants this. Hookshot saves him. And that will be BRU getting an advantage here in the bot lane. Talking about getting 2 tower plates, it was actually BRU getting it.
Yeah, it's BRU getting it. They took advantage when they saw that Valdez, when they found out that Y1 was at the top side, they immediately called for the tower dive in bot lane. And also to answer your question, right, is Nautilus tanky? I mean, to an extent, if you're able to put down your crowd control, right?
Right.
Because you got aftershock, you got increased resistance. But the thing is, he was like he sacrificed himself to save Genza. Genza was the one in danger, and he's like, I'm just gonna stand here, get all the damage, and BRU was happy to take it.
I was just surprised with the amount of burst that Valdez carries with him on the Aatrox, as well as Cat Type as well. And now Y1 will be spotted by the sweeping lenses. That means that no follow-through will be done here by Cerberus Esports. Level advantage towards Valdez, and that could be the difference maker heading into the objective team fight that will happen right now. BMM, good poke against Golden Feet, but Valdez waiting in the darkness will try to get the hand of Genza. Genza knocked up, as well as Akeno. The calling is there to just present some retaliation. What? The just will be targeted by Cerberus Esports. Will be able to use a flash away, and no casualty as of yet. Cerberus Esports was able to push away BRU's member. And now Thipper. He still has the Exec Ultimatum, I believe. So no challenge for BRU though, because they're so low in health.
Yeah, there was a lot of chip damage coming from Genza as well as BMM earlier on the fight against Golden Feet, so he couldn't go in to deal the burst. Actually, this Dragon.
On the hunt is being used, and now the dash to get the higher ground for Valdez. Exhaust used immediately onto BMM, and that will be the flash through in by Golden Feet. Golden Feet gets 2 for BRU, and this is what we're talking about. If he's playing the Dragon Laners or the Marksman, you know, it makes a lot difference.
Yeah, you could really see the confidence there, right? Putting down the exhaust to BMM, but Y1
pulls back.
can get out.
Oh no. And that is Valdez on the Aatrox. No wonder BRU prioritized Aatrox as their first pick.
Yeah, no wonder. But yeah, going back to Golden Feet, he looks just so much more comfortable as well as confident on the current pick that he has. Popping the exhaust on BMM, he immediately knew that he could take the fight against the Jace. Even though the Jace used barrier, it didn't matter. It's just still Lucian who's able to take that 1v1. And now BRU in such a commanding lead in about 7 minutes into the game with about 3k 4k gold in the lead for them. Yes, tower Dragon did go to them, even though Herald is dropped here in the mid. Could be something that the tower falls down to. Yeah,
still first tower all ready to decide of BRU here in the bot lane. So actually Cerberus Esports was also able to knock down a tower in the bot lane in retaliation. So in terms of tower count, it will be one. Wait, hang on. Is a tower of BRU alive in the bot lane? Because I can't see it. Because there's a honey fruit in the map.
Yeah.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing right now? Because
yeah, I'm seeing a honey fruit in the map.
And then is there a tower? So the honey fruit is actually covering the tower. Is that what's happening?
Yes.
What?
So we're saying the same thing. It's kind of weird. I don't. It shouldn't be like that. But yeah, going back. So far, tower count is 1-1.
Yeah. Can I just say?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All my apps are on dark mode, but this is the only dark mode that I feel not too good.
Yes, I agree. It's such a. I'm kind of Why is
right, exactly.
Honeyfoot is tower? I guess.
Yeah. Now Y1 will be targeted by Thipper. Ignite will just track him down. And that is just sadness altogether to the members of Cerberus Esports. Goal! Wow! What the Jess!
The prediction!
Crazy, right? Like, what? What the Jess is a football player.
Yeah, but okay. The thing is, that happened because the route from Valdez didn't hit. The route from Valdez didn't hit. So it was a series of fortunate events, I would say. Yeah.
Clearly skills, right? Not luck.
predicting that Valdez would miss. He still did go to that part of the map.
Yeah, still, I would love to commend what I feel that, you know, if he's playing football or soccer, wherever you are in the world right now, is I would say he has enough skills.
He is a man of many talents. We keep seeing in the intro video, he's also doing boxing. So
wait, hang on, does he?
I remember it was boxing. He was punching things. I remember.
Okay, so boxing is more of a Filipino sport for sure. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Kickboxing though
might be kickboxing because
it can be kickboxing because it didn't.
But yeah, so he does kickboxing. He can also do football or soccer because of what he's been showing here.
Exactly.
What? He's also a pro player in Wild Rift. What can't he do?
I guess speak in Tagalog.
That's something that's gonna be on his list from now on.
Yeah, true. But Jess really is also fluent in English. We had interviews from the guy. Golden Feet! Oh wow, okay, that's a taste you're freer from above. Not often that you see that interaction, but here in Wild Rift, yes, that is possible.
Yeah. Also, Golden Feet in a very dangerous situation there, but the solution, have the dash and able to get away safely. And now CES is feeling the pressure from BRU. They know how strong BRU is at this point. They're just looking for any weakness, looking for any chinks in the armor. So far, though, Cat Time has been doing very solidly on the Oriana.
But the Jess will be the frontliner, and that's a shockwave hitting a Keno. That will be the Nautilus down, and immediately Cerberus Esports doesn't want to fight this anymore. Thipper still does have the Hextech ultimatum. Y1 second guessing himself right now. Do we go in? Do we go not? I don't know. Y1, I don't think this is the right idea, and they have to surrender another objective for BRU. Now Thipper with a hook shot. Genza will be targeted, and BRU is just running away with things.
Yeah, BRU right now with a great recovery in this game too, showing up here with a 4K goal. The BMM getting caught out.
The BMM had to use the flash, but I think this should be enough. What the Jess is there to make sure that the kill will be converted once again. You look at the confidence here of BRU. Golden Feet too far forward, but does it matter?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Cat Type also supporting Golden Feet right there, popping the shockwave, but with the no-no zone, it wasn't able to hit. Dipper though, going to this replay right here, we did see a really good catch coming from BRU. They were still able to accelerate the pace of the play. But BMM, this is such an unlucky position for him as well. BRU just able to corral him here. And what the Jess, we were talking about some of his skills. I think right now with on the Orn, he's also really good at juggling people, so I guess he's also a juggler at this point.
Also plays Tekken, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Another goal moment, maybe? No.
Okay.
Almost, but not quite. We're just having fun right now because BRU is really at a very big advantage now. Cat will be targeted.
That's a good demo.
Goes Golden though, and that buys a lot of time. Shockwave was still casted again. Now less than half HP. Now Cerberus Esports finds a team fight that they want and immediately punishes BRU.
Yeah, great catch right there from Cerberus Esports, knowing the numbers disadvantage that BRU had. There's only 3 members, I believe, BRU here. Cerberus is waiting for them to get into this pit. They're beating them into the Baron pit, but with the scuttle up right now, BRU kind of has some information, but it is a sneaky Baron take right now from Cerberus Esports.
And this is only possible just because they have the Kazakhs. Isolation damage also applies to epic monsters. And now Cerberus Esports all of a sudden can slow down the game and can come back from this 5k hole.
Yeah, and this allows them now to scale the Sivir more into this late game. Sivir is not what you would say one of the premier or S tier carries in the marksman role, just because she is a bit immobile, she doesn't have the long range. But against a composition that BRU has right now, with how Camille as well as this Lucian will be clumping up together, if you're able to bounce the ricochets with the crit damage coming from the Sivir, that's gonna hurt. And also with the increase of the Jace and the Kazakhs damage, you can take down the squishes from BRU. So the longer this game goes, it's certainly gonna be in favor of Cerberus Esports. But
flash away coming in from McKenna, respecting the soccer goal ability of what the just
the long range engage,
exactly. The Cerberus Esports still has half of the duration for this Baron buff, and you look at them right now, they just want to even out the gold and will be pushing the tower on the top side. The next target and agenda is of course the mid lane, but what the Jets and company is there to present some challenge.
So far, Siege is going to be initiated here by Cerberus Esports. They're looking at getting the second tier turret as well in the mid lane. Oh, Y1 though.
Y1. Oh man. Almost, but not quite. That was so scary. Cat Type had to go back immediately with that one poke coming in from BMM. Now Cerberus Esports all of a sudden with the Baron buff being used, and yes, of course, on the hunt as well, just to present some threat. Cerberus Esports can open up the top lane. We'll see though. Yep, mid lane.
Oh,
that is going to be the split push, but Genza will be falling victim to the members of BRU, and that's going to be the Hextech ultimatum. Getting a Keno as well. This is problematic because Cerberus Esports might be facing BRU that will have a Dragon Soul. 14 minutes and 50 on the game timer, and Valdez is going for the chase. Ghost is available for Taku, not yet popping it at the moment. Finally, he decides that it's time to just go back. But the problem here, again, is the Infernal Soul waiting to join the team of BRU.
Yeah, Dragon Soul's about to pop up. There's going to be still members down for the side of Cerberus Esports. They need to figure out a way to slow down this Dragon Take coming in from BRU. But BRU is already here. They can't. But still, they're going to try maybe for a steal at the least.
Oh, this is so hard to do. Y1, can he make a miracle steal? Not going to happen. And that will be massive. All of a sudden, BRU swings back the game into their favor. Infernal Soul gives a lot of burst damage.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of damage in the hands of BRU, and that is the advantage that they were working on since the start of the game. They were able to get the early game advantage. They were able to get all 3 Drakes at this point. Although, looking at it by the numbers, just solely by the gold, it's Cerberus Esports who has clawed themselves from a deep hole. I was like a 5k, 6k gold lead or a bit earlier, and now the game is even in terms of goals. They took 3 towers, they took the Baron as well. So Cerberus Esports in probably the best position now in this game to take the fight to BRU. But at the same time, BRU has also leveled themselves up with that Infernal Soul. So now it's going to be between execution now between these two teams.
I mean, Y1 can just evaporate, dissolve in an instant with the amount of damage that is presented by this Orianna and Lucian. Now, the start of the fight, Keno, what the Jess will not be able to use a call of the Forge God. Keno goes down, Valdez at the forefront of everything, and this is what we're talking about. The damage coming in from BRU is just too severe. There's a split push happening though. Going for the back door is BMM. Can he do it? Can he finish the game? Meanwhile, Taku and company here in the mid lane. BRU still wants Taku's head right now. Goes golden, buys enough time. Taku finally goes down, and Y1 being left to defend by himself. I think BRU has done it.
Yeah, I think BRU can be able to win this. I don't think Y1 has enough to be able to buy time unless we see the death timers right now from CES if they can get a bit more members to defend the Nexus.
This is close to impossible. Even the teleport being invested by BRU. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a game number 3.
Yeah, and Buriram United with a substitution in game 2, putting it cat type, having a bit